Priscilla, how are you? How was your day? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us
From.
from. Okay, touch the button small. Touch the button small.
Small.
Just a little. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a beautiful
Monday.
It's a Monday. And today we'll be talking about leadership.
As always.
As always, for Mondays.
On Mondays, we discuss leadership with our people. You out there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay,
Hello,
yeah,
hello.
Priscilla, we can see
Priscilla,
you.
yes, we see you. It is well.
Big uncle.
It is well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We understand.
Wow, there's a name I saw, Aqua Conam.
There are so many names.
Wow, yeah, Aqua Conam blessing.
Your people call it Ako.
Yes.
It's Ako.
Aqua Conam.
Aqua Conam.
Yes.
Aqua Conam means that wealth will
Wealth should
always
not-
reside in my place.
Yes.
That there will never be any lack of wealth.
Abundance of wealth.
Abundance of wealth.
In
Aqua
fact,
Conam.
consistent abundance of wealth.
Okay, now. Aqua Conam blessing.
Yes,
and then the
so-
English name is blessing.
Blessing. Ha.
This is
Combination.
beautiful. The combination is so nice.
Wow.
Aqua Conam
Aqua
blessing.
Conam, we are analyzing your name.
And actually, the Aqua Conam is like blessing. It's blessing now.
Yes.
Aqua Conam, Aqua Man come.
Riches
Mm.
will not depart from my
Aqua
household.
Conam, our day was fine. Thank you so much. And yours?
Aqua Conam say yes, so.
Very lovely name.
She's laughing.
Beautiful.
Aqua Conam, where are you joining us from?
Where are you joining us from?
Let me guess.
Owerri, Umwa here,
Delta.
Port Harcourt. Comfort Bella.
Aqua Conam, where are you joining us from?
I told you. Owerri.
She said Lagos.
Aqua Conam, Lagos.
We
Yeah.
guessed wrongly.
Away.
Wow, that's good. Oh, Comfort, our day was great. We had a beautiful day, but a very busy day.
As always, is there anything that
Very
is not
busy.
busy? I don't think there is any for us soon.
From 5 a.m. till now.
I'm telling you because we we pray for people online, offline. We counsel people online, offline. We are training online, offline. You know, so many things. So many things. Most times we're even also doing skits.
I'm pranking.
So, you see, so there's never a free time.
Okay, Comfort Bella says she's joining from Dubai. Wow.
Wow.
That's good.
No, for Comfort is not wow. It's Ferdinand that is wow.
Okay. Chai.
Comfort is chai. Comfort chai.
All be best. How are
Comfort
you?
Dubai people.
Yes, so. All be best. Good evening to you too. How was your day? How was your day? Was it busy? So all be best. Say happy new month and happy new week.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Happy new month too.
Priscilla is even agreed. Comfort is chai.
Yes.
Priscilla's own is Nawa.
Nawa.
Nawa. In fact, if Priscilla tells you Nawa, that in fact there's nothing else. Nawa. It's Ferdinand that is wow.
Okay, Chioma says she's watching from Yenegoa, Bayelsa State.
Chioma, how are you? Good
Hi,
to
Bayelsa.
see you.
Hi, it's Yenegoa. Okay, Comfort Bella has said, "Chai." Now this is your handwriting.
This is your handwriting, Chai. Then if you see Priscilla is Nawa.
Nawa. You know that fish pie person also says, Nawa. Oh. Hey, okay. Obibe says she's watching from Abuja, Nigeria.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, so nice. Priscilla said, my goodness, more meal. Yes, now.
We know all of you.
Now, wow.
We know all of you. Well, once Ferdinand put wow, you know that that matter is something else.
That's Priscilla.
Emmanuel, good to see you.
Yeah. Obibe also said chai. Oh, Emmanuel Akman. How was your day?
Good to see you.
Obibe is mimicking Priscilla. I said, now, wow. Okay. So, I think we can start.
Yes, I think we can start.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. So you know that we've learned different leadership styles, right? Okay. So we talked about servant leadership last week. 2 weeks ago, we talked about transformational leadership. So we just said, let us bring case studies, real life case studies to fore so we can discuss them and you can actually see the practical aspect of what we have learned. Okay? Warisco, good to see you. Thank you for joining.
Yes.
So today we're going to be discussing two leaders. The first one is from India. And the second one is Amazon Jeff Bezos. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So let's just talk about them and we'll see why we say they have the leadership styles that they do. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to be reading and you won't have to pay attention, please, so you don't miss out anything. All right?
Draw your ear. Just open your ear. Then, according to Ferdinand, tell network to respect itself.
Okay. We're just calling Ferdinand. And Ferdinand is not here today.
Yes.
He actually told me he wasn't going to be here. We talked about it. Okay, so Mahatma Gandhi, also known as the father of India, was a prominent leader who practiced servant leadership. Born in 1869, Gandhi led India's non-violent struggle Okay, I'll take it again. It's like my voice wasn't loud enough. All right, so Mahatma Gandhi, also known as the father of India, was a prominent leader who practiced servant leadership. Born in 1869, Gandhi led India's non-violent struggle for independence from British colonial rule. His leadership style focused on serving others, promoting equality, and self-sacrifice, which exemplified the principles of servant leadership. Gandhi emerged as a leader during a time when India was under oppressive British rule. Millions of Indians faced economic hardship, social injustice, and political subjugation. Gandhi believed in leading by example and dedicated his life to serving the people of India. His concept of Swaraj, self-rule, was not just about political independence, but also emphasized social and economic self-reliance for every Indian. Gandhi's actions reflected servant leadership through his emphasis on humility, empathy, and ethical behavior. He practiced non-violence, called ahimsa and truth, satya, as core principles in his leadership. Gandhi often wore simple homemade clothes to show solidarity with the poorest people and promote self-reliance through the spinning of khadi, hand-woven clothing. He undertook several fasts to draw attention to injustices and would only break his fast when he believed that his followers were committed to non-violence. Gandhi's decision-making process was highly inclusive. He often consulted with a broad spectrum of people, from political leaders to common villagers. He held regular public meetings where he would listen to people's grievances, showing that his primary role was to serve the public. Gandhi's Salt March in 1930 was a non-violent protest against the salt tax, and it was an example of his servant leadership in action. By walking 240 miles to the Arabian Sea to make salt, Gandhi demonstrated a commitment to stand with the oppressed, emphasizing that true leaders must serve those that they lead. Gandhi's servant leadership had a profound impact on both the people of India and the global stage. He successfully united a diverse people, mobilized millions into peaceful protests, and inspired future civil rights movements around the world, including the US Civil Rights Movement led by Martin Luther King Jr. His emphasis on nonviolent resistance and his commitment to serving others helped India achieve independence in 1947. Gandhi's leadership style reinforced the idea that effective leaders must prioritize the needs and welfare of their followers, cultivating trust and long-lasting influence. Gandhi's leadership teaches that servant leadership is effective in creating social change and promoting the welfare of all. It emphasizes that leaders should be humble, empathetic, and willing to serve rather than dominate. By focusing on service, a leader can gain respect, loyalty, and influence, empowering their followers to achieve a common goal. So that was it about Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi. Okay?
A popular name.
So before I move on to the second case study, I want to know if you have any comments, anything to say,
or what you know about this great man, Mahatma Gandhi.
Have you heard about him before? What did you hear? Is it in tandem with what we just read? Everything Mahatma Gandhi did was selfless. Everything he did was about serving others. And he was such a great man. In serving, he conquered. In serving, he taught people so many things. He didn't have to rub shoulders with anyone. He didn't have to struggle for anything, but he was distinguished. And he was a leader in his own right. Akwapanam says this is interesting.
Yes, same as
Innocent.
Innocent.
Innocent, good to see you. Where have you been? Okay. So that's it about Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
Now, when we talked about servant leadership, we mentioned a lot of features, we mentioned a lot of things, a lot of skills. Is there anything we talked about servant leadership that is not here, that he did not exhibit? Is there something? Is there a quality of servant leadership that we didn't see reading about Gandhi? Let me have your comments in the chat box.
Yeah, Kingsley.
Kingsley, good to see you.
Good to see you.
How was your day?
Yes, let's hear your comments.
Yes, so
Let's see your comments.
let's see your comments.
And let's also be sure that you're also hearing us. So if you can hear us loud and clear, just give us 7 there.
Yes. And beside Mahatma Gandhi, can someone give me an example of any real life person you know that practices or has practiced servant leadership?
Okay, Kwakonan said, well, we said it all, that all the attributes
All the attributes, right?
were mentioned, yes.
Okay.
Okay, Priscilla has given us 7, 7, 7, 7.
7.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're in order. All right. So we see that all the things that we discussed about servant leadership, that someone actually lived them. Okay. Let's move on to the next case study. The second case study is on transformational leadership. And we'll be talking about Jeff Bezos. You know, as we talk about these people and their leadership styles, then you can actually begin to figure out which leadership style appeals to you, which one you want to exhibit or emulate often, and so on and so forth. So we have Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, the founder and former CEO of Amazon, is a prime example of a transformational leader. Born in 1964, Bezos built Amazon from a small online bookstore in his garage in 1994 to one of the most valuable companies in the world.
Right now.
He is known for his visionary thinking, willingness to take risk, and ability to inspire his team to innovate and achieve extraordinary results. In the mid-1990s, the internet was an emerging technology with uncertain potential. Traditional retail dominated the market, and few saw the potential for e-commerce. Bezos recognized this opportunity and founded Amazon with a long-term vision to become the everything store. He was committed to a culture of innovation, customer obsession, and continuous improvement, which are key elements of transformational leadership. Bezos practiced transformational leadership by articulating a compelling vision for Amazon and inspiring his team to think big. He famously said, "It's always day one at Amazon," meaning that the company should always think like a startup. You know why? Because a startup is hungry, innovative, and ready to take risks. He fostered a culture of experimentation, encouraging employees to try new ideas, even if it meant facing potential failures. By the way, did I tell you that no success is actually successful except you have gone through failures? This approach allowed Amazon to innovate continuously, leading to groundbreaking services like Amazon Prime, AWS, meaning Amazon Web Services, and Kindle. He empowered his team by setting ambitious goals and giving them the freedom to explore new ideas. Bezos introduced the concept of two pizza teams, small autonomous teams that could be fed with two pizzas, ensuring agility, quick decision making, and flexibility. He emphasized customer centricity as the core of Amazon's operations, which required employees at all levels to think from the customer's perspective. A customer is always right. You are existing because of the customer. Whatever it is the customer wants, you do. Usually, people would produce products and churn them out to customers. But now, you produce whatever it is, whether it is products or services, with the customer in mind. Right. So most times, before you even start creating your product, you will have sent out surveys to customers to ask for their feedback, to ask for what they want. So when you're creating whatever it is, it's centered around the customer. You're creating it for the customer, and that way it's easier for you to sell than to just create anything and send it out there and expect the customer to come and buy. Okay? So Jeff Bezos was known for customer centricity. Everything he did was centered around the customer. Bezos was also known for being a demanding leader, setting high expectations and encouraging a relentless pursuit of excellence. He held regular meetings to review progress, challenge assumptions, and push for innovation, which kept his team motivated and aligned with the company's vision. He encouraged a culture of ownership. Everybody had ownership spirit. Even though he was the founder, everybody in that company behaved as if the company was theirs. Ownership spirit. And that when you take something as your own, that is when you put in your best in it. Mm-hmm. So he encouraged the culture of ownership where every employee was empowered to act like an owner, fostering accountability and commitment to the company's goal or goals. Under Bezos' transformational leadership, Amazon grew to become one of the world's largest e-commerce platforms, revolutionizing online shopping. Bezos' focus on customer experience, constant innovation, and long-term vision transformed Amazon from a startup into a trillion-dollar company. Amazon's success in e-commerce also led to the development of other industries, such as cloud computing through AWS, which has become a major revenue driver. Bezos' transformational leadership not only changed the retail landscape, but also set new standards for customer service and innovation in the digital age. Bezos' leadership highlights that transformational leadership can drive exceptional growth and innovation. It shows that a compelling vision, a willingness to take risk, and a focus on continuous improvement can inspire teams to exceed expectations. Transformational leaders are effective when they empower their teams, when they foster a culture of innovation, and when they maintain a clear customer focused vision. I'll stop here for now and see if anyone dropped an insight, a comment, or anything else. Thank you. Okay, Henrietta Austin Odimegu says that's true.
Yes. But Priscilla seems not to agree. Priscilla say, customer no feed the right always. So
no, Priscilla.
That's where you got it
Priscilla,
wrong.
That's where, if you begin to see it that customer will not always be wrong all the time, you are shortchanging yourself.
Yes.
You know why? Because you put yourself in a position where you are more like confrontational with the customer.
And
defensive. Or maybe even antagonistic. You will lose them now. They'll go anywhere else. Not only you, they do the business where they do. It's not only you now. Many fish they inside ocean. So you must always be customer centric. Because they are the ones whatever it is you're selling, they are the ones you're all about. They are the reasons why you exist.
They are the reason why you are
there. If not for customers, you will not be there. So let me tell you why I'm driving this home. Priscilla, you're into fashion designing. You know, a customer comes, complains, goes, you adjust the clothes, comes back. Maybe by the time the customer comes back the third time, you're like, waiting.
Only you.
I beg, madam, only you were happen. No. Even if the woman comes back 20 times and you're polite, you're very nice, you attend to her the 20 times, that woman will bring you 20 customers. She will become a referral point for you.
Yes.
In fact, do you think she doesn't know that she's giving you stress? She knows.
She knows.
But it's because she wants her final output to be the best. Now, if you see where she'll be talking to her friends, she'll be telling them that, hey, you don't even know that there's this fashion designer. I give the woman wahala. And she took it to.
And this time she'll just be smiling.
And this time she'll just. So it's even a selling point for you.
Yes.
She knows she's giving you wahala. Take it. Embrace it. It's business you're doing. At the end of the day, last, now you get the moolah.
Yes.
Do you understand? So a customer is always right. If you don't get that from the beginning, then you haven't gotten it.
Yes.
Okay?
Now, will you have difficult and challenging customers? Sure.
Yes.
But how do you manage them? That is what distinguishes you from another service provider. You should learn how to manage those challenging and difficult customers.
That is it.
Because if you're able to manage them, they are the ones that will go out there and be bringing referrals
for you.
Because the same way they are difficult to you, they have been difficult to others. And those ones couldn't manage him or her. That's why
they even came to you in the first place.
So you should see it as an opportunity for you to grab them.
Yes.
Take a hold of them.
Yes.
Pamper them. Give them what they want. And they will be your praise singers.
In fact, while she's even there, let me tell you, we call them irate customers.
Yes.
Those ones that just come into your shop and talk. And, they are looking for what is not looking for them. Okay. Don't interrupt them. Don't interrupt them. Don't even get upset and say, madam, what is it now?
Just listen to them.
Listen to them.
In fact, the more they are even irritated, just go and get them cold water.
Yeah, I was even going to say it.
Or cold drinks. Say, madam, I know you are
angry.
Please calm down. We will get it right. We will get it right for you.
I'm very sorry.
Just take this water and take it to calm down.
Should they get you meat pie? Would you want fish or meat pie? Would you want this or that? See, anytime you encounter such customer, mark my words, that is an opportunity. It's a hidden opportunity for you.
Yes.
Because those people that do okay, most often than not, they are the ones that have contact and connections. They are the ones that have the molar. People that don't have molar, that don't have contact and connection. In fact, you yourself as a fashion designer will be the one to be telling them, stand up, sit. But those ones, where sabi, waiting there their bank account. You know, as then they remember and then they do like bread where they oven, you know. Once you see them, just know that this one, you know, this one is what, in fact, they hold their side.
They hold their side.
They hold their side. And those are the customers you want, the ones that can pay your bills.
And let me ask, and if you just go think back, look at those customers that today maybe sent more customers to you. The beginning wasn't smooth.
Yes.
The beginning of your relationship with them wasn't smooth.
Yes.
You know? So if you now find, you will now notice that they are the ones even sending more people to you.
It's true.
And those ones that it was just smooth sailing, you may just think you satisfy the customer. Maybe the customer don't even want to complain. The customer will just move to someone else.
Exactly.
You know? So many a time, those customers that always come back to complain to you, please see them as an opportunity for you to excel. And I always give an example.
Make them happy.
You know, how many times have maybe you were making important call, and the thing just, maybe for one reason or the other, the thing just cut off. Or you were trying to make an important call. You have data, you have this, what do you call it? Airtime. And yet, you couldn't make that call. How many times have you complained to your service provider? Many a times, some of us don't even complain to them. So for everyone, the point I'm making is for everyone that comes back to you with a feedback, for everyone that comes back to you with service failure from your side, for everyone that comes back to you to complain, see it as a very good opportunity for you to know what other dissatisfied customers that have taken a walk, what they didn't bring back to you. I don't know if you got the point. So for everyone that comes to complain to you, many were dissatisfied and did not come back to you to complain. But by the time you satisfy that one will now go back and start telling all others, oh, come back, oh, this person wasn't like, it's not like that, oh, this person will attend to you, and it will just be an open door.
Think about it, Priscilla. What would you rather have? A customer that doesn't say pim,
and
according
just,
to Pastor O,
be satisfied.
And just go.
Be satisfied.
And does not come back. And when the person hears that somebody is coming to your shop, hey,
don't go there.
Or the one that would speak up and give you an opportunity to make amends. I like those people, though. Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy, but grace is sufficient.
Yes.
Grace is sufficient.
And I like this, I like the way Priscilla really voiced her mind out.
Yes,
very, very important.
It gave us an opportunity to also tell you what you should be doing.
Yes.
Okay, so while we're at it, do you know how many times I wish I could actually tell my service providers, so all of us, even on this program, every time somebody, before we even start the program, Ferdinand is praying.
Yes.
Abigail, all of us, me and Pastor O here and all that. Imagine if we have an opportunity to have a service provider that would listen to us.
Yes.
Or even, as we're even talking on Facebook, imagine if somebody is a service provider and gets in touch with us to market his own service that will take care of all the technical glitches that we used to have. Don't you know how we feel? Because as a customer, when your needs are met, when you're satisfied, when the service provider goes above and beyond for you, it's an experience you don't forget.
Yes.
You'll always forget what people say to you, but you'll never forget how people made you feel. So that's just it. That's just it.
Yes.
So
some people could be very, very extreme. Yes, we know, Priscilla. She said, Mommy, I can accommodate very well. But some people can be extreme. Even that extreme.
You must accommodate it.
The person went extreme because the person wants you to go the extra mile.
The person is difficult. Show that person's difficulty, that you too, that you're difficult, but do it with niceness. I'm telling you. Okay, every time we even talk customer, You think customer is somebody, just the person that comes to buy from you?
No.
Your suitor is customer.
Yes.
Most times you find out that relationships spring up from both of you not agreeing.
Not agreeing.
It may even be that both of you have had a misunderstanding, either in the boss or somewhere. Then after now, you find out that maybe when next you meet again, you become friends, and so on and so forth.
And from there, something leads to another, to another,
something,
to another.
yes.
They will not tell us
exactly.
come, they want to cut cake.
Exactly.
You know.
I'm telling you. I remember those days that we used to go to Pastor O in the office to go and tease him to come and buy us lunch. That's it. Priscilla, if you like, start from 5 a.m. And talk until midnight, so that Pastor O will drop 1,000 naira for you to go and eat lunch. You know, Sito.
Shishi.
We used to call him that man Aka Shishi. Hey God. But I am telling you, it is because he's wired not to just, he plans everything. I found out when I now got married to him. He plans everything. In fact, Pastor O turned out to be the most generous person I have met in my life. Now it's even me that is telling him, I do not too much. Must you do this? Must you do that? But initially, he was Aka Shishi. So sometimes,
she used to say Aka
super glue.
Aka super glue.
Aka super glue. All of us will say, don't go and waste your time and tease him to buy you lunch. Nothing. She will not drop. You find out that customers are always like that. When you now get to know them, you find out that they are exactly the opposite of what they portrayed.
Yes.
Because let me tell you, why they portrayed themselves like that. Someone may have upset them before they came to you. Something else may be bothering them that they have not opened up.
They must have had high expectation.
It may even be traffic, or they had high expectation you did not meet. So it could be anything, the whole 9 yards. But when that thing that is doing them is removed, then their real self comes out. It may be by their 5th visit to you or their 6th visit. Then you now find out that they are not actually as you thought. Okay? So we're seeing a lot of comments. We're going to read them. We're going to read a lot of comments.
Okay, I see a new name here. Judy Mezier. It's nice seeing you. As someone said in Bayelsa that the reverse is the case. What's the reverse now? Abigail said for Bayelsa State. Did you see that? Okay. And okay, Judy said you are very correct. Very correct. Akwakana said you are correct. But I think Abigail said for Bayelsa State, the reverse is the case. I'm telling you. Abigail, maybe you explain further to us.
Abigail, what are you trying to communicate? You're trying to communicate.
Okay, Abigail said that for Bayelsa State, the seller is always right.
For Bayelsa State, the seller is always right. Do they make much sales in Bayelsa?
Maybe they could have made more if they reverse. Okay, if the buyer
Abigail,
is always
do
right,
they make a lot of sales in Bayelsa? You see, let me tell you the truth. You see, in this life, anything can work. But what we are here to tell you is the best approach. In fact, I've gone to buy something from one woman and I priced it. She kept quiet. I didn't even know whether she heard me or she didn't hear me. I now said, Madam, will you sell so? And I was holding the thing I wanted to buy. She just grabbed it. Her nail even scratched me. She just grabbed it and dropped it and said, make I go manufacture my own. I found it very off. Because there were a lot of shops selling the same thing. Did I go back to the woman's shop? The answer is no. Do you understand? Am I still going to buy that thing till tomorrow? The answer is yes. So the seller can behave anyhow. That is not the issue. But there can also be a seller, one seller. Let me tell you, 20 people can be selling the same thing on the same street, and everybody is going to one person.
Even when the other people might just be selling a notch lower in terms of pricing.
Yes. Even if the other people's own are cheaper, everybody will be going to this particular customer. Why? Because there is something in us, in every human being. We want to feel important.
Yes.
We want to feel appreciated. If you can make your customer to feel important, if you can make your customer to feel appreciated, that customer will always come back. I'm telling you the truth. Like Pastor O says, even if it's to offer the customer water, even if, the customer came in and you said, madam, I remember, your daughter's birthday is coming up next week. What are you planning? Then it registers in her.
Just imagine how that woman,
imagine how that customer will feel that, you even know her daughter's birthday is next week. You may have just overheard it, but it's good information. And then, imagine if you now go a step further to take something in your shop and say, give your daughter for me on her birthday.
Now, can you also just imagine, because we talked about somebody being a fashion designer. You can imagine being a fashion designer. Somebody comes to your shop or your office, you prepared, because of taking the person's detail, or what we call vitals, you also ask the person's birthday, and you just noted it. And on that, maybe that particular
you
day,
even call the person.
You call the person, just to send the person SMS, or decide to even buy cake, no matter how little,
to your customer,
and send to the person.
Their birthday, their wedding anniversary, their children's birthday. What do you think will happen? You will still get your money back.
You will still get your money back because that person must come back to you.
Yes. So there are so many ways. Everything in a packaging.
Exactly.
Everything in a package. Okay, let me share something. I don't know if I've said this once before, that there's one young man I am not sure I will forget in my lifetime. Whether it is my birthday, people collect. Every point in time, people are collecting. I never gave it a thought. Ask Pastor I never gave it a thought. Because even on my birthday, people will be calling. So where we go wash hand? What are we? So I find out that I'm either crediting people or I'm sending food stuff or something to people on my birthday. Just this young man took me unawares once and sent a dispatch man.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
His name is Dominic, in case he's even hearing me now. I have never forgotten that experience.
He sent a dispatch man with something and said, please manage this for your birthday.
I was so I was so surprised and I was so touched. Because you see, there are so many things that are important that people don't attach importance to. There are so many people that you give them an opportunity to ask for maybe a job, for instance, or for you to introduce them to someone. They would miss it and prefer that you just give them urgent 2K.
Yes.
I'm telling you. So as a seller, you must sit back and ask yourself that how can you add extra value to your customers? You have to have that edge, that extra that will make your ordinary extraordinary. You have to sit down and think about it. It could even be that you finish sewing clothes for your customer and you package it, And this hair packer that women used to pack hair? That hair packer that women used to pack hair, you can just buy the dozen. When you finish packaging your customer's clothes, you throw in one or two and staple it. When the customer now opens it, they see that they have one small free something from you. Let me tell you, you would never know how far
that thing
will go. You may buy it 200 naira, you may buy it 500 naira, but the
value of that thing to that your customer
is
unimaginable.
You won't even believe it. And perhaps he may be somebody that doesn't receive anything from people like me.
Yes.
And you know, people that don't receive anything from people, when they just get one, they value it so much. So we're just here to teach you all of these things that will make a difference in your business, a difference in your lives. Do you understand? So Priscilla, don't worry. Yes, they are like this and they are like that. You too, you have to blow yourself like bolombolo.
Yes.
You know, blow yourself like bolombolo to accommodate all their and okay. All right. Any other question?
Okay, just go through comments here.
Okay. Okay, Ofamata says she wish sellers could hear this. I'm telling you. Juliet, yes, so I spoke with Ferdinand. He told me. I spoke with him.
Someone said that some even transfer their house problems.
I'm telling you. In fact, in the morning like this, maybe when you're driving on the road, the way you just see people just driving, do you think that's not their usual driving style? It's maybe Oga Madam issue for house. Then that one will just use it and later. So you understand that people have their moments. You give them chance.
Yes.
They'll come round. Honestly, they'll come round. So don't be responding to customers with the way they come in. Then you'll now be asking a customer, who do you even think you are? Hey, who do you think? It's their money that you use to pay your staff.
Yes.
So they are actually somebody. Okay, while we are at it, let me continue to analyze the 2 case studies. So the 2 case studies that we went through illustrate how both servant and transformational leadership can effectively lead to impactful results in different contexts. So while Gandhi focused on serving others and leading by example, Bezos emphasized innovation, empowerment, and a compelling vision. Both approaches have their unique strengths that can be applied depending on the leadership context. So it is the context that will make you know if you want to be a transformational leader at that point or a servant leader. Okay, so additionally, Gandhi's actions consistently aligned with his words, which helped to build trust and credibility with followers. By living a life of simplicity and sacrificing his personal comforts, Gandhi demonstrated commitment to the cause, making people more likely to follow his lead. The learning point here is that leaders who align their actions with their stated values are more likely to gain genuine trust and commitment from any other person. Okay? Gandhi's leadership style was highly inclusive. He never differentiated between people. He involved different stakeholders in decision making. He listened attentively to everyone's concern and adjusted his strategies accordingly. This approach empowered people and encouraged them to take ownership of their actions, fostering a sense of community and collaboration. Leaders can learn the importance of inclusion to strengthen engagement and loyalty among their teams or communities. Gandhi demonstrated resilience and patience in the face of adversity, despite repeated setbacks. You know, imprisonment, violence against his followers, and so on and so forth. he remained steadfast to non-violence and truth. This underlined his leadership and inspired followers to continue their struggle peacefully. So, from Mahatma Gandhi's life, leaders can learn that patience, persistence, and unwavering commitment to core values are crucial, especially when facing challenges or slow progress. Okay, I'm going to finally analyze Jeff Bezos, but I'll hold on for Pastor O to make his contribution.
Okay, well, someone just said something striking here. Juliet, she said, yeah, like someone told me in my mom's shop that he always come back because of the thank you I always say to him after buying.
You can imagine.
Something as simple as thank you. That's what's making the person to always come back to buy. So things as simple as that. Because there are things that you will just think is not material. Very, very material. Very, very important. Things as simple as thank you. You know. Then someone else said that sellers in a particular place should come and learn. Well, that's why you should be different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you should be different. Look, Akwakonam one that said that sellers hope you are hearing them now. Next time, if you are taunting me, I go run. No. Okay. Well, someone else also said something. Okay, yeah. Abigail said one almost, decided to worry when she went to buy meat. She said herself and her money. You see, that's why you need to be different. That's why you have to be different. As a seller, as a service provider, just ensure that you treat your customers well. Because that's what will bring them back to you.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Pastor O. So we'll just conclude on the second case study. Transformational leadership. Jeff Bezos. So Bezos cultivated a culture where failure was considered a natural part of the innovation process. Did you hear that? It's okay to fail. By encouraging his teams to take calculated risks, he fostered an environment where new ideas could flourish without the fear of failure. This lesson emphasizes that transformational leaders should create a safe space for experimentation, allowing teams to learn from their mistakes and drive innovation. Bezos' focus on a long-term vision, even when it meant short-term sacrifices, was critical to Amazon's growth. His commitment to reinvesting profits into the business, even when it affected Amazon's short-term stock price, showcased strategic thinking that prioritized sustainable growth over immediate gratification. Leaders can learn the value of balancing short-term needs with long-term goals, making strategic decisions that secure future success. Bezos led Amazon through numerous changes in strategy, from selling books online to becoming a global leader in e-commerce, cloud computing, and AI. His ability to pivot and adapt to market changes and technological advancements was a key factor in Amazon's success. This highlights that transformational leaders need to be adaptable and open to change, responding swiftly to new opportunities in their environment. So the summary of this is that for servant leaders, building trust, fostering inclusivity, and demonstrating resilience can empower followers and build strong, committed communities. For transformational leaders, encouraging innovation, focusing on a long-term vision, and maintaining adaptability can drive growth and transformation in a rapidly changing environment. So we have seen the versatility of both leadership styles and how they can be effectively applied in different contexts to achieve impactful results.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you, Pastor Foma. I think she has dealt with this topic extensively. And if you're out there thinking of how to, provide that touch, that excellent service to your customers, then you heard it all. And now when we are just talking about, we're talking about, we started with fashion designer, we're talking about providing, maybe a trader now or service provider. It's for everyone. If you are working in an organization, even you, there are times you enter banking hall, there's a particular teller that you always go to. Why? Maybe because the way the person attends to you. Now, if that can make you happy, what you do, that's your daily activities, that thing that you do that gives you money, you are providing value to people, you are providing services to people. Try and make it a point of beauty to make sure that everyone that comes in contact with you goes away better than the person came in. Whether the company or the organization belongs to you or not, see it as your own organization. And you know what? If it does not belong to you, the owners, your supervisor, your leaders are seeing you. And the day they will reward you, you'll be surprised. So whether if it's your business, do it the same way. If it's not your own business, also do the same way. Do your best. Let me tell you, there are some people that will say, after all, it's not my father's business. After all, it's not my business. When you eventually open your own business, it's the same approach. That's how you're also going to run your business. That's why some people, you will see them start their own business and they will fail. Why? Because they came with that approach. You cannot learn, left hand in old age. There are some things you cannot learn, even when you own your own business. Because while you are working for others, there are certain things, certain knowledge, certain skills you are grabbing, you are exhibiting. Once you own your own business, you will still exhibit those character traits, and it may just be driving away your customers. So whether you are working for someone or you are working for yourself, see it that you are doing that service to the best of your ability. It's not that when you are supervisor or when the owner of the business is around, that's when you will now do as if work is, then when the person is not around, you now go and relax.
Call it eye service.
Call it eye service.
When the owner of the business is around, you'll be doing eye service.
If you do that and you now own your own business, people will still do it in your business. The Bible said that it's the same measure with which you measure, that's the same measure that will be measured unto you. So just all the time, do your best, put in your best, because that's the only way you can, or one of the ways that you can excel easily. Okay. Just check if there are comments. Juliet is still saying that some sellers are not business oriented. Well,
that's true.
That's why.
That's true. You're very correct.
And if you go into that same business and now become customer centric, you will find out that you will draw all their customers to yourself. Because that's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to go there and excel. Okay.
So, Innocent, how was your day? Can you hear me? Innocent, I'm specially checking on you.
Aquacona say, oh yes. Okay. Conformella say, yeah, they really need to learn. Okay, yes.
You see, we need to be the change we want to see.
Yes.
It really doesn't matter what others do. Let change start with us. Okay? When somebody is not nice to you, be nice to the person. Even if when somebody is expecting you to respond to them the way they responded to you, You can only respond to them with what you have on the inside.
Yes, because
if you have only, you can't give what you don't have. If you have only goodness in you, you can only give out goodness. Okay.
And that's what Warisco is also saying here. You know, doing the best is the best, because once you do the best, the crowd starts following you. No matter the age, no matter the gender, no matter the hierarchy, you know, which makes sense.
Sometimes people even have misunderstandings with you, but they have great respect for you.
Yes.
Because you didn't behave like them. You know, most people that's confront the person instead of the issue. You know, it's not about the person. Deal with the issue and move on. And I think with that we've come to today's round off.
Yes.
All right.
I want to say thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for connecting. We'll see you tomorrow morning during prayer, 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Okay.
And in the evening.
In the evening, we're going to see you. Yes, tomorrow is Tuesday, Wealth Creation.
All right. So
take care of yourself. Thank you.
God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.